Man has been arrested for robbing a Captain D's twice over the past few weeks.
News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy in the 5 Alert Center this morning. And Dan, police think he's responsible for even more robberies.
Yeah, they're working right now to tie him to a robbery that happened earlier this week at the U.S. Bank inside a busy Kroger on Gallatin Pike. Pretty much the same situation as what happened at this Captain D's. In this case, they say the man walked into this bank, handed the teller a note, and demanded money. Exactly what happened just down the road at that restaurant on Gallatin Pike. Not once, but twice. And this morning, police have charged William West with robbing the Captain D's on July 25th and again on September 9th. In both cases, he's accused of passing a note demanding cash and then showing a weapon. Once it was a gun, second time it was a box cutter. All told, he made off with a little less than $1,000 in both cases, but he was caught on camera, and the workers at Captain D's identified him by his tattoos and, quote, his crooked nose. West is on parole and in jail now without bond, and again, more charges are expected. In the newsroom, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Dan, thank you. We could learn the fate of Zach Adams by tomorrow as both sides have rested their case in the Holly Bobo murder trial. Through the dozens of witnesses called by the state, this case has put a spotlight on a problem that many small towns face today: drug abuse. Narcotics agent Josh Etheridge from the 23rd Judicial Drug Task Force has kept a close eye on the trial. In 2011, when Bobo was first reported missing, he says meth was the drug of choice, but now heroin is the go-to drug in these communities. In Hardin County, drugs have played a major role in the disappearance, rape, and murder of Holly Bobo.
I just hope that the Bobo family and the friends of the family and Holly herself is able to get the justice they deserve, however way they may come.
The jury is expected to begin deliberations around noon today after closing arguments. And a Hendersonville alderman has pleaded guilty to DUI. An officer says she saw Angie Hedberg weaving on the road from Sumner County to Davidson County back in July. Police pulled her over and found an open box of malt drinks in her car, and some of them were empty. This is her second DUI, and she's facing nearly a year in jail.
8 former Decatur County officials, including a former mayor, all accused of stealing taxpayers' money. Michael Smith's accused of swiping more than $15,000 over the course of his term as mayor. The DA says Smith forged documents and allowed employees to be paid for hours when they never really worked. The former chief deputy and jail administrator are accused of the same crime. All 8 involved have bonded out of jail this morning. There is some new information now on a heartbreaking story out of East Tennessee. A 1-year-old who was hit in Seymour has now died. The Tennessee Highway Patrol offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. The hit and run happened just after 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Officers say a red 4-door Pontiac Vibe hit that child and then took off. The Knoxville district of the Highway Patrol is investigating.
A man accused in a bourbon heist spent yesterday in a Kentucky courtroom. Toby Kurtzinger is the supposed ringleader of an operation that took tens of thousands of dollars worth of the pricey Pappy Van Winkle whiskey from a couple of distilleries. Kurtzinger pleaded guilty and now faces up to 15 years in prison. The Music City star transports about 1,000 commuters to and from work every day, but what if there was some kind of disaster on board one of those trains?
You hope it never ever happens. They have to be ready just in case it does, and that's why there is a mock disaster drill taking place today. News Channel 5 Sophie Nielsen-Colding joins us live from the Music City Star station downtown. The Music City Star was right behind you, but now it's pulled out. It's gone, long gone now with passengers, I guess, right, Sophie?
Right, the other end of the line from here in Nashville is Lebanon, and that is where this disaster training is going to be happening today. You talked about how many people rely on this to get to and from work. We just saw a bunch of them come off the first train of the day. So that is who people are trying to help, to make sure the first responders know how to coordinate all of those moving pieces to make sure that the commuters stay safe if there was ever any kind of mass casualty event. Now, who are we talking about? First responders include local law law enforcement agencies, medical personnel, emergency management people, operations people. They have to move all of those passengers to a different area, in a quick and in a good way. And then they also have to make sure that they preserve what could be a crime scene while also possibly treating a lot of casualties. So a lot of moving parts. They just want to make sure that everyone knows what their role is and knows how to do it in case of any kind of emergency. That training today will take place at 9:45 to noon. If you see any of that happening, the people on board are just volunteers. Remember, it's just a drill. Live in Nashville, Sophie Nielsen, Golding News Channel 5.
All right, Sophie, thanks so much. And new this morning, a person hit by a car on the interstate. Person's going to be okay. The video from our Skycam there at I-24 West and Spring Street, where all that construction has been going on downtown. Metro Police tell us the person was smacked around 11 last night. The injury's not that serious, luckily. No word if the driver is going to face any charges.
Good news for bikers in the Music Row area of Music City. Protected bike lanes are up and running, and check it out. They cover a pretty large area on 16th and 17th Avenues. These are the first protected bike lanes that are this big in such a major area of Nashville. They're on the left side, which separates cyclists from parked cars.